Hey, Angelina, have you ever had that feeling when someone just looks at you and essentially says, you can't do it? Or maybe even worse, you hear that voice in your own head.
Oh, John, too many times to count. It's like a universal experience, isn't it? Whether it's a dream that feels too big for your britches or a goal that seems unrealistic to everyone else, that doubt, it's just a constant presence for so many of us.
Exactly. And it comes from everywhere, right? You've got the well-meaning friend who says, are you sure you should be putting all your eggs in that basket? Then you've got the outright critic who's just, well, being a critic. But the internal doubt, that's often the loudest, the one that can really cripple you if you let it.
Absolutely. It's funny how quickly your own mind can become your biggest saboteur. You start questioning everything. Am I good enough? Is this even worth it? What if they're right? It's a slippery slope because once that internal doubt takes root, it can be really hard to shake.
And that's where I think a lot of people get stuck. They either get defensive, they argue with the doubters, or they just get deflated and give up. But what if there's a different way, a more powerful, almost silent way to respond?
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this. You're talking about not needing to convince anyone with words, aren't you? It's about letting your actions do all the talking. That consistent, undeniable effort.
You got it. It's about discipline. That's the secret sauce. When people say your goals are unrealistic, or they question your abilities or tell you to lower your expectations, discipline gives you a response that's far more potent than any argument you could ever make. It's consistent action.
That's so true. I mean, think about it. You don't need to stand on a soapbox and defend your vision to every single person who doubts you. That's exhausting, and honestly, it rarely works. People who are determined to doubt you will find reasons no matter what you say.
Right. You can talk until you're blue in the face, and they'll still find a way to poke holes in it. But when they see you, day after day, week after week, putting in the work, when they see you consistently moving forward, even if it's just tiny steps, that starts to chip away at their doubt. And more importantly, it chips away at your own doubt.
Yes, the self-doubt part is huge here. Every time you show up, every time you do the thing you said you'd do, even when you don't feel like it, you're building evidence for yourself. You're telling that internal critic, hey, look, I can do this. I'm doing it right now.
It's like compound interest for your belief system. Every early morning you commit to, every focused hour you put into that project, every single moment you refuse to quit, these aren't just isolated actions, they're all part of building your answer. And that answer eventually becomes undeniable.
That's such a great way to put it. It's not about a single grand gesture. It's the aggregation of all those small, consistent choices. And it's funny, sometimes that criticism, that doubt, it actually becomes fuel, doesn't it? Like, oh, you don't think I can do it? Watch me.
Absolutely. It's like turning lemons into lemonade, but instead of lemonade, it's pure, unadulterated motivation. Someone says you're not talented enough? Okay, fine. I'm going to put in twice the hours practicing. Someone says your idea is crazy? Great, I'll be working on it while you're scoffing. That negative energy, instead of pulling you down, gets transformed into a push.
It's a complete mindset shift, isn't it? Instead of feeling defeated, you feel galvanized. Discipline is what facilitates that transformation. It pushes you to work harder, to stay focused longer, and to improve every single day. Because at the end of the day, proving them wrong isn't really about them at all.
No, it's really not. I think that's a crucial point. It's not about revenge or showing off or rubbing it in anyone's face. While it might feel good in the moment to imagine that, the deeper, more sustainable motivation comes from within. It's about belief. Belief in your potential and your willingness to work for it.
Exactly. Because if you're only driven by the need to prove someone else wrong, what happens when that person is no longer in the picture? Or what if they never acknowledge your success? Does all your effort suddenly lose its meaning? That's not a very solid foundation.
Precisely. But if your motivation is rooted in your own belief, your own desire for growth and mastery, then that's self-sustaining. It's an internal fire. And that's where true success, the kind that deeply changes you, really begins.
And it often begins so quietly too, doesn't it? While others are busy doubting or talking or watching, you're just building. You're putting in the reps, refining your craft, learning, growing. It's often invisible to most people in the early stages.
Oh, absolutely. Think of anyone who's ever achieved something significant. It wasn't a sudden explosion of success. It was years, sometimes decades, of quiet, consistent effort behind the scenes. They were building their empire one brick at a time, long before anyone else even knew they were laying a foundation.
That's why those early mornings and late nights are so important. Those are the times you're investing in yourself, when no one's watching. It's not glamorous, it's not always fun, but it's where the magic happens. And over time, the results, they truly speak louder than any argument you could ever make.
They really do. You don't need to send a told you so text. Your accomplishments, your progress, your transformed life becomes the most eloquent rebuttal possible. And it's funny, because by the time those results are undeniable, you're usually so focused on your next challenge that the doubters fade into the background anyway.
Totally. You hit a point where you're not working for their approval anymore. You're working because discipline has already changed your life. It's given you a sense of agency, a belief in your own capabilities, that's far more valuable than any external validation.
It becomes less about proving something to others and more about proving something to yourself, that you have what it takes, that you're capable of more than you thought. That journey of self-discovery through consistent effort is, in my opinion, the real prize.
And the beauty is, it frees you up. You're no longer performing for an audience of skeptics. You're just living your life, pursuing your passion, and building something meaningful. And that, in itself, is the most powerful prove them wrong statement you can ever make.
Think about it like this. Every single time you choose the harder path, the disciplined path, you're voting for yourself. You're casting a ballot for your potential, and those votes accumulate into an undeniable mandate for your success.
That's so empowering. And it means anyone can do it, right? It's not about being born with some innate talent or having some secret advantage. It's about showing up consistently, even when it's tough. Especially when it's tough.
Exactly. Talent is great, but discipline outlasts talent every single time. Talent might open a door, but discipline is what walks you through it, helps you build a home inside and keep expanding. It's the sustaining force.
So for anyone listening who's feeling that pang of doubt, either from within or from someone else, remember this. You don't need to waste energy arguing. You don't need to explain yourself. Just put your head down and work.
Let your effort become your voice. Let your actions be your argument. And one day, the results will speak volumes, not just to those who doubted you, but to the person looking back at you in the mirror.
Because that's the real win, isn't it? Knowing that you believed in yourself enough to put in the work and seeing how far that belief, backed by discipline, can take you. It's an incredible journey.
It truly is. So go out there, embrace that discipline, and start building your undeniable answer. You've got this.
And remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a step closer to proving not just them wrong, but proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. Thanks for joining us today.